Today we're going to be unboxing the Wayfarer Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Now there's a couple different styles. I decided to go with the Wayfarer because they were pretty much the biggest frames. And I thought, you know what? Out of all of them, this is what I looked the best in. Let's open this up. Pick these up at Best Buy. They're available at several different retailers. I know Target has a little display, Best Buy, also on Amazon. Let's see how good these are. There's a camera. You can listen to music. Basically working with, I believe, an app that's installed on your phone. High expectations for this. Been sitting on this for a while. But right now, we're finally going to get to it. Here goes nothing. Listen, call, live stream, okay? Look at that. Wow, okay. Pretty cool, pretty fancy. A nice case. Here is a QR code for the Meta View app. Definitely gonna need this. This is like sturdy. One concern I have before I go any further is, you know, your day-to-day sunglasses. I don't think this is gonna be, you know, my most worn because of all the features, plus the fact that I'm gonna have to charge this. It's nice to have the case so when I do travel, but just throwing it out there that, you know, there's gonna be a time when you're gonna have to plug these in, and I think, you know, it might be kind of an everyday thing, and I haven't watched any videos on these. I don't know a lot of it. So I'm just going to kind of troubleshoot in this review, an unboxing review. There are the glasses. And yeah, these are a couple different color schemes you can go with, but I just decided to go with these. The only thing I wish is if it would have had more of, I got the matte finish, if it would have been a little bit more glossy, like, you know, your true Ray-Bans, a little shinier. Would have preferred that one, but unfortunately they did not have that with this model. Now here's a really cool feature is, whoops, a little plastic fell through there. They charge inside the case. Look at this. They sit on here. You can see right here is where they plug it in. This might be like a kind of a little button here, power button. Look at that. It's already charged. Okay. So there's got to be another part here. So inside of here is a nice little, you know, to kind of clean your lenses. If you've gotten any type of Oakleys or Ray-Bans, you know, this cloth will come in handy. It won't scratch the lens. So you want to keep this as clean as possible. See a logo on here? Yeah. Get the Ray-Ban Meta logo. On the other side, I'm guessing this is going to be is it a booklet or a power cord? Let's get started. Okay, here's the booklet and the QR code to scan. How to plug this in? Okay, showing us. Okay, so green, it's fully charged. Orange, partially. So the fact that it was orange, we're gonna have to charge it. So just got to figure out where that plug is. Little disappointing that the power cord does not come with this. I looked everywhere, so you're gonna need a USB-C to plug it in here. So that's not gonna come with this. Now, it did register something when I hooked it in, but I'm going to now download the app onto this phone and just kind of get the know-abouts before I go any further. Okay, so scanning the QR code led me to the app, installed that on my phone. Here's some of the features, and it's going to have to be with you the entire time. So every time you want to use these glasses, the app will, you know, the phone has to be present. And I connected to my networks, installed everything. Real time here. It took about 5 minutes for everything to kind of just get set up on the phone. And I gotta say that, you know, I don't use Bluetooth. Everything just worked out pretty good. It was very cut and dry, very simple. And, you know, it's just a matter of going through, kind of the steps here, and learning how to take pictures, how to record, how to access your music, control your volume, make calls. And before I knew it, going through this step by step, I was finally ready for the most important thing, and that was making videos with this. I asked Meta to start recording, and you can see right here, 59% battery. Now, if I tap to stop recording, or literally say, stop recording, it stopped recording. And look at 59% to 100%, it charged pretty quick. Now that they're all charged, let's try these out. What do you think of the glasses, West? First look of the camera functioning while driving a car. I am worried about the glasses getting wet, so another part of not wearing these on a daily basis, in the elements, is another thing that's I'm going to be aware of. Now, from being at home, the speakers showed up great when I was using these. I will say though, staring at this screen and staring at any screen in general, you kind of get like this rainbow effect. So otherwise, they're great sunglasses. I mean, they feel comfortable, but you do get like, it's like looking at a little bit of oil on the road. That's a little bit watery. You kind of see like that rainbow effect. That's how every screen that I'm looking at is going to come back. So other than that though, I'm getting used to wearing them. They do have the UV protection. I think I feel comfortable. Now I do have my mic on. I'm using my phone to do every other aspect of the video, so everything kind of comes in the same volume, the same look for the most part. But hopefully the mic on the glasses comes up pretty good, because I think throughout each video I have a little segment if I'm wearing them, and kind of incorporate that. And it's so easy that, like, if I was driving, instead of like reaching for this, reaching for my camera to just get that shot, like if something happens, providing that I'm wearing these glasses. Now, if I turn them sideways, I'm gonna try something right now. I might be able to get the horizontal view, but for right now, wearing them, it's gonna be vertical. So we'll see if this holding down the button, recording, holding my sunglasses sideways, if this is coming up the widescreen. You can see some ducks right here. This will be interesting. So here is 97%. So I have done 8, maybe 10. It does take a little bit. I'm not connected on Wi-Fi right now. But the battery for the most part, it's holding out, staying out pretty good. Going back to my phone for a second. So the app does tell me, a lot of my stuff isn't like notifications on my phone, but I left this on because it's important for me to catch any footage I can with these glasses. Like, that was pretty much why I got them. I have some fun things planned for wearing these, just kind of like quick segments. But while the app is running, they might function a little bit better. So if I can't really operate them when I'm not physically wearing them on my face, they might not work. It's like it knows that they're on. I'm a little worried that when I tried to record by holding the glasses in my hand vertically, so it would be a horizontal picture, it might not have recorded. It's hard because I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, but just as of just kind of messing around downtown, might not function, but maybe running the app, they will. I'm gonna cross the street and get a coffee. Holding them like this, so I don't know if it registered. Now I could hold the button down, or I can talk, but I can't hear it with it when it's not right next to my ear. But I'm not sure if they are actually able to record when you're holding it like this. So things we'll find out. Getting used to putting them on, and every time you do, you kind of hear a little bit of feedback. Little like there's a little white light you can see on the inside of here when you're wearing them, and it will stay on just for a second, and then power off. So again, the battery charged really quick, and I think that obviously it's not gonna be like your cell phone battery where it's you're gonna be able to use it for hours on top of hours, but for a couple of quick shots, maybe calling somebody, taking pictures, I'm sure you'll have plenty of battery. So just throwing it out there. I don't know if I could do a whole video wearing the glasses. We have a big Friday Night Live happening in downtown Waukesha every Friday running through the 29th. Just kind of want to document a few things just while I'm walking over here and getting a coffee. I'm so not used to using my cell phone to do a video like when we're out. It's totally a different experience for me, and it's so much bigger. Like I had a hard time stopping using my phone, using a camera, and now I feel the same thing with these glasses. Like I'm gonna use these sunglasses to shoot certain videos. This is crazy. It's like they're not just sunglasses, but then again, when it's raining out, it's gonna be mindful. Like I don't want to wear them. I might have to have a second pair of glasses with me just in case. So video first with these, but they do work as sunglasses and they are comfortable. So just in case you're wondering. All right, coffee achieved. Now, after wearing these for about an hour and a half, messing around with them, about an hour and a half, 2 hours, the one disappointment, I knew about the vertical recording, and I actually just looked at something that just went to my phone. Holding the glasses, vertically, it might have, I think if I turn it, I'll mess around with the editing process, but I think that it's gonna look sideways. So I don't know, like the shot that you're seeing right now, I don't know if it's possible. I'll have to figure that out. Might be an editing software thing that I can do, but for the most part, I think it's gonna be vertical. The one disappointment, and I knew that. I knew that about the vertical side. I can't justify that as being, I'm disappointed about this. I knew that going in. I am disappointed that a power cord was not included with these glasses, and I tore the box open. I looked through everything. A lot of cases you don't get like the wall part that plugs in. It ends with the USB. You kind of used to that now. Everything you buy nowadays, you have to buy that adapter. But this didn't even come with a power cord. For $300 plus sunglasses, in that range, and they do vary. Very disappointing. And that's the one thing that I'll say that's negative about these is they didn't include a power cord. Other than that, I'm really liking what I'm seeing with these, and I think it's going to add something to each video, a segment, like a quick take on like going on a ride or seeing something when I'm driving. So it's going to add something special to daily videos. And just because I never use the phone for the most part on doing videos, there's the Fox. Like the whole zooming feature is totally different with a phone than the camera I use. So I just wanted to have a little fun with that. Like the Fox that serves you coffee downtown. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this though. Like it's just cool. It's your hands are free, and you're just recording everything. Like it's just like whatever I'm looking at, that's gonna be in this, like in that cut. Pretty cool. I am so not used to using the phone. Like this is huge. Like this is different. I'll show like, in other videos, like what camera I use. Yeah, this is like, look at this. And I have the big receiver on the end. Actually, that last segment seemed like I got to look at exactly how long it is, but it might be 30 second. It might be 30-second takes. I don't think it's something like, I don't know, I heard 30, it might be a minute. It's not like you're going to be able to do a continuous like 5 minutes. Of course, there is that live streaming option. Maybe I'm completely off on that. But another thing is, when you're using a camera, like you have the ability to, if someone just decided to come over here, like, okay, I'm going to shift to this direction. So now everything I'm looking at is you got to be mindful of that, I suppose. So another thing to just kind of get used to. So I have like a totally new camera. It's another vintage shop right here. We haven't checked out. You can see the Stormtrooper, Batman. The Picky Resale Shop. Something that definitely, this is fun. I gotta tell you, this is cool. Look at this. Yeah, we'll definitely have to come in here. Today I just want to kind of leave it as just, look at all the retro gaming. Why haven't we not checked this place out yet? This will be a very liquidation sale, upcoming video. That's gonna do it for today. Yeah, we got a piece of pizza there. Last week or two, we stopped in there. I think the burger place, Joey's Burger, and then it's the Slice of Waukesha. I want to say that the two companies are connected. I think it's the same owner. It's like different buildings, but you go into either one, it's like the same kind of atmosphere. They have the whole retro feel. So definitely recommend checking that place out. One Stop Wonders is just down there, the old movie theater and the antique mall. We're gonna have a lot of fun with these glasses. Welcome to Sky High. I'm gonna thank everybody for watching. This is gonna be fun. I'm not a fan, I gotta be honest, I'm not 100% fan with the vertical, but you know, something that I don't do is shorts, and this would be perfect for shorts. It films in that frame, and I could kind of be easier to like edit that way. So that might be something that could add, but for the most part, just adding another experience and just something that, you know, when I can't reach for my camera, when I can't reach for my phone, I have these sunglasses on, providing I'm wearing them and it's not like raining out. So yeah, I think we picked a good time to kind of just check these out. I've been sitting on these for a very long time. I just hadn't had a chance, and now we do. So expect the Ray-Bans to be worn a lot. I want to thank everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next time. A couple of takes using this phone to do video. Like, I didn't have it recorded. Like, I'm so not used to using it. If I do a review at home, like when we started off the video, just like doing the unboxing, the cell phone is absolutely perfect. The lighting, all of that, you know, for what I do at home. But being out in the elements, I prefer using a camera, and I'm just not used to it. The one downside about using my iPhone is I can't flip it and have it view me while it's in this roll. I'd have to stop it, turn the camera, you know, turn that feature around, turn the beat around, and then start filming again. So with the camera, it's easy to flip the screen and get two shots in one. So it's kind of why I don't use the cell phone. And the external mic, you have to have a microphone with the cell phone for most cases. It doesn't really pick up the volume, so I'm hoping that with the glasses, it picks up my words pretty good, and not like they're gonna be very soft. So I'm interested to see how this comes out when I edit. So with all that, which wasn't a lot, 85%. So it seems like every time I turn the sunglasses on or off, you lose a percentage. So I'm just waiting for this to change to 84. But not bad. You know, I feel that you could get a lot, there it is. You could get a lot accomplished with the charge that's on here. And again, it charged pretty quick. It charged really fast. This was once Waukesha's arcade, the Salty Toad. So yeah, 84%. Not bad. Got a lot to import. 83. So that's about how fast the battery goes. So just throwing it out there. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them from the most part. And again, I'm going to be using these more frequently, and I guess I'll get a better feel for them. Plus, they're great sunglasses too. Like they feel good. I'm getting used to them. The only thing, you know, after all of this, is staring at the screen. It just has that you know, color effect that it kind of messes with my eyes a little bit. So just staring at this it's kind of hard. So if you see me kind of looking away, doesn't really, I'm trying to look here, your eyes don't really get completely covered. So, you know, just kind of throw that in mind too, that when you're wearing them and you want to hide your eyes for whatever reason, they're going to be kind of visible. So good sunglasses, they feel good. A little steep of a price because of the whole power thing, but yeah, I think that's everything that I can add about the Ray-Ban MetaQuest. So they're keepers for me. I'll be wearing them. I've had them so long I couldn't even return them if I wanted to. Not that I would, but I'm just stating it. I've had these since March, maybe April. Finally opened them today, July 26th, 2025. You know, these rain clouds are showing up. Camera quality, you know, when I was filming inside, it was a different feel, but you know, wanted to come down here and get as much out, you know, in the outdoors, in the elements as I could. And you know, you can just see like it's gonna rain. Lucked out, was able to just kind of stroll around. Yeah, how does this, you know, in this frame, how is this showing up. Could really never show off before. Look at how crazy this right turn is. Like, you almost think that you're in the wrong lane. Like, that's downtown like over here, it's crazy. That's downtown Waukesha. It is like zigzag.